here is former New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu. He went on Meet the Press, which is Chuck Todd's Democrat lie laundering show. And Sununu, who the machine really wants him and Larry Hogan to be the Republican nominees. By the way, I don't know if did you see it this morning, Larry Hogan saying he's out. We've been trying to get him on the show, by the way, because I've been somewhat critical of him because I think he's just sort of become a nothing liar. We've been trying to get him on the show. We haven't heard back on that. But apparently as of, I think, yesterday or this morning, he's not going to run for president. He was going to get 0%, which is why the mainstream media liked him as a Republican. There's nothing more they like than a loser Republican. The other one is Chris Sununu. Now, I have nothing against this guy. He seems like a perfectly nice guy. I think he's probably like a somewhat decent moderate, which means he can't win. So that's why they put him on these shows. But he did a nice job here pushing back on Chuck Todd. So Chuck Todd's going off on Fox News. That's what they do, right? There's one mainstream channel that has a counter narrative, so they have to go after Fox. And here's Chuck basically being like, and here's Sununu basically being like, Chuck, you all suck.
What do you think Rupert Murdoch and Fox News need to do to regain some trust after what we've learned about this? And are you at all concerned you can have an honest conversation with Fox viewers?
Oh, I don't think it's just Fox. I mean, I'll put them in there, but all of media, all of television media, and everyone has to own a little bit of the lack of trust, the lack of accountability. It's okay to get something wrong in the news, but you got to come back and own it. And whether it's Fox or CNN or MSNBC or you know, whatever, everyone just has to own it. As a governor, I might try 4 or 5 things, and if 1 or 2 don't work, I'll say, hey, that didn't work.
What about intentionally lying to viewers?
We can acknowledge it. We can pivot the funding.
Intentionally lying to viewers, though, that to me seemed to cross the line. You can make a mistake, but that wasn't a mistake.
So explain to me that, look, I'm not defending anybody because I think you're all in the same basket. I really do. But I could go to CNN when they're going to ignore the Hunter Biden laptop story. We could talk about the virus truly coming out of the lab in Wuhan. We could talk about a lot of different things. If you're not owning that you misrepresented the story, whether it was intentional or not, everybody does it. And that's the problem. America is losing faith in media, and you guys have a huge opportunity to regain that. But right now, my message to Fox News is build your ratings, build your audience, go bigger. Because if we don't go bigger as a Republican Party, we can't win in November. So I want them to talk to independents more, not change our values or who we are or what we're talking about as Republicans, but get more opportunistic about the chance to bring more people in.
Sununu seems like a perfectly nice guy. So if I was a little dismissive of him in the lead in there, like, he seems perfectly nice. I'd be happy to interview him. I don't think he will have any support really if he runs. The media will kind of push him because he'll sort of be like an ineffectual Republican. You guys get that, how that whole situation works. But he did a really nice job there. The line, you're all in the same bucket. That's what he's saying to Chuck Todd. You all lie about everything. And then that Chuck Todd with a straight face has the gall to be like, well, intentionally lying